Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. We're going to go on another search today looking for some beautiful places. Off for our Northwest adventure. We are not going to look this good when we come back. Sam is very prepared. He has shaved his hair completely off, but we're going to all look a little bit more bushy when we get back. We are headed for a long drive to central Idaho. Sam, what do you think about driving the Subaru versus the old Jeep?
It's a lot easier.
What's easier about it?
You don't feel everything on the road.
Because of the length of this trip, we're starting out and pacing ourselves. We're taking our time and ending up in southwest Nebraska tonight. We're not even going to cook a camp meal. We're going to head out to a local restaurant and take in the sights. Our campground destination for tonight is Methodist Cove Campground. I don't know how it got its name, but apparently artificial intelligence suggests that it may have been the site of some early circuit rider Methodist revival preachers, and they would just come and camp here, and they had a camp meeting. So that is maybe where it got its name. I picked the campsite because it looked to be quiet and it was close to our route. In the interest of starting this easy, we went to Los Primos Mexican Grill, grabbed ourselves some Mexican food, and just wandered around the town. Of course, we found a Dollar General, and we needed some things we forgot. We found a couple different types of Methodist churches, so maybe AI was right. No, I'm just taking a walk out here down a lane at Methodist Cove Campground. We are all checked in, set up. Went into the little town of Alma to get a meal at the Mexican restaurant, which was quite good. And we're back here, and everybody in our campground loop is just friendly, happy to be out here in the cool air. It's like 71 degrees and just beautiful. Air is nice, humidity is low, and yeah, let me show you where I'm at. As is common with most Army Corps land, it is open to hunting and fishing in the appropriate seasons. This particular campground had some dirt trails that I kind of wanted to do with the Subaru, but then I just held off. Time to save our energy. The wide angle of my GoPro doesn't pick up the deer in the distance, but he follows me. And you'll see him in a couple other shots here. On satellite maps, it shows there's a road through there, but apparently they've done some modifications, and now what is straight in front of me is Methodist Creek, and it just dumps right into Harlan Lake. We are here in early June. There are no bugs, and the humidity is tolerable, and it's just 71 degrees. It was just beautiful camping weather. There's my two buddies. They just are a little out of focus with the wide angle, but you can't miss them really. They just followed me right down that little path and disappeared into that woods. This is probably the quietest campground. There just wasn't a lot of loud conversation. There were no generators running. Folks were just quiet in their little spaces and patios by their RVs, and it was just pretty pleasant. This is the most cotton I've ever seen on a cottonwood tree. You just can't miss all the birds singing in these trees. It's in every single video I record. We started out with just a 6-hour drive today. Simple, trying to preserve our energy. We had a long trip ahead of us, about 2 weeks, and we just sat by the water's edge, planned our next segment of our trip. We actually intended to take in a Planet Fitness for a workout and a shower and then head over to Kurt Gowdy State Park. We had a lot planned for this trip that was adventure mixed with a little relaxation. We had a mixture of some scheduled adventures as well as some unscheduled time. So we wanted to save our energy.
So it says to junction with the trail to Miller Lake is 2.9 miles. So the junction to Sweeney Lakes, so that would be right here, is 5 miles. So this is 2.9 right here at Miller Park. So I would bet you, if this is 4.9, this is probably close to like 4 up to that photographer's point. Trails End Campground, and you go up. And this is all kind of like going downhill here. It says the hiking time up there is 3 to 5 hours. So it would be a 10-hour day to go out and back.
For the hard one.
And it's about 59 degrees, and I slept in my wool blanket. No rain today, overcast is the forecast. And yeah, we're just going to try to get up to Cheyenne, Wyoming today. Might make a couple stops on the way. Just about a 6-hour drive.
Methodist Cove at Harlan Lake hit the spot for an easy drive, a good rest, time to plan the next leg of our adventure, and maybe this video is a little bit of a teaser to get you to come back, but this really is a good stop. If you're headed to Wyoming and you're camping in June, this was calm, it was peaceful, the humidity was good, and best of all, there were no bugs. Best review I can give for this campground is if we head up to Wyoming, we will definitely stop here again. It was a nice, quiet town and a nice, quiet campground. Well, we're going to take off for our next stop just west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Thanks for joining us.